Hey everyone, it is Sparkle and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to put together two bar stools that I purchased, and this is one of them. Now they do come in an individual box. This is just one bar stool that you are looking at that I am opening. These bar stools are by the company. They are made by Hillsdale. So I will link these in the description box, but I opened everything up and I made sure that I had a plastic bag on hand just to throw away all the styrofoam and things like that, because I don't want a mess. I like to put things together, keep everything organized and things like that. But these are the tools, the screws, everything you would need to put the bar stool together. So I like to organize everything, all the bolts and the screws. Now I don't know the proper names for every screw and bolt, but we're just going to stick with that. So this is it. This is everything that you'll need. And like I said, they even gave you a little tool to tighten up the stool. So this is step one. Step one, you will need the backing of the chair, and make sure you follow the instructions, because the instructions were very detailed. But this is step one. You will need the backing of the stool and this circle part here. That's what you would need. This does require 6 of the long screws. Okay, so you will need 6 of the long screws for this part. Now make sure that you, every time you use the screws, the bolted screws, you put the smaller one on first, the little circle thingy, and then you will put the large round thingy on second, and then you will screw everything in. I hope I'm making sense, but you will see if you purchase this, and you will see the instructions and all that good stuff. But the first step does require 6 of the bolted screws, the large ones. Now on to step 2. This is the swivel part, okay? So where I'm pointing at, this is where the legs will go. You will use the large bolted screws for the legs. Now when you screw this in, when you do this part, you don't want to screw it in tightly. You want to kind of leave it loose, and you will see why in just a few seconds, on why they require you to leave it just a tad bit loose. Now don't screw it in too tight. Okay, don't screw it in too tight. And this is why, because now you're going to put this part on. Okay, so that's why you need it for the legs to be kind of loose, so you can screw this part on. And you will use 8 of the large bolted screws, because you do have 4 small bolted screws, but you won't use those until the very end. So once you're screwing in, once you complete this part, and then that's where you can start tightening everything up. And you can see that the swivel part, the part that turns, is face down. I meant to say that in the beginning.
Some say I'm too uptight, but I disagree. I wake up and live my dream. Someday soon I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna be worth it. Ooh, everyone who didn't believe it.
Now you're going to take the back part And you're just going to lay it like that. And this is the part that gets tricky. So the part that turns around, you have to turn it kind of like a triangle angle, just enough to get it to match up with the holes that's laying on top. You'll see what I'm talking about. And you screw that in. Now this is the seat part. This is the seat cushion. The lining on the part goes around almost to a full, but the part that doesn't have the lining, that's where you want to put it to the back part of the chair, the backrest. And then you will take the 4 screws, this tiny little skinny screws, and you will screw it into the cushion part, if that makes any sense. Now there's not going to be any holes in the cushion part, but you just have to make them once you line everything up. And like I said, you will screw it in, and yeah. And there you have it. Look how beautiful these are. I am loving it. Woo. The crocodile texture, you can see that they are turning. The swivel is working. The swivel is swiveling. So my last stools that I had, they were counter stools. These ones are bar stools, so you are able to see the back. From where I'm standing, you can see the back. So they're just a few inches higher than the counter stools. So I do recommend these. I highly recommend these. I will post these in the description box. These are a must-have.